Hey guys, so I want to do a quick little speed test and performance test comparison here between LG's latest LG V10 and my trusty 2-year-old LG G2, the immortal phone here. So I wanted to see how it stacked up here against arguably LG's latest phone, high-end phone here, which is very nicely competing with high-end handsets. But how does it compare when it comes to the old faithful? We can see here, and so far LG G2 has done very well against the Galaxy S6 Edge and other handsets I've put it against, and very little motivation to upgrade. Wow. So actually, I didn't actually see which one was quicker then. I think maybe the V10 came up first. We did get some sort of finishing boot thing here on the right, but you see how fast it boots up even today. And I thought the V10 booted up fast. But you can see here we are running Android 5.0.2 on the old faithful here, so you can see in the software 5.0.2 versus 5.1.1. did get an update as well for the LG V10, which apparently improves the camera performance, so I might check that out on a separate video. But we can just clear off everything here and see how they compare. See if it's worthwhile to hang on to the G2 for another 10 years or so, or is the V10 a big improvement? So far the main thing I'm noticing is the display differences here. You can see that the display on the V10 is extremely cold compared to like other LCDs. You can see maybe on this app how cold it is, very bluish. And I read somewhere it's because that's how people in the East prefer their displays, apparently, according to market research. So that's quite weird. But so far you can see the V10 is doing quite well here. A little bit behind when it comes to the G2. But not that far behind, it's still rocking the Snapdragon 800, which obviously is getting on now a little bit, but it's still very potent here. You can see doing your main stuff. We also do have the camera. So you can see that the G2 still has an old kind of camera app here with the older interface. Quite weird how they've not updated that, but does the job at the end of the day. Dialer. So a little bit quicker on the left, but not a huge difference. What about loading a game? Can we see any differences here? Wow, that was like in both of them at the same time. So let's try a new game. Haha, so the G2 wins. I told you the G2 would come back here.
After 5 years on the East Coast.
G2 is not going to let the V10 steal its thunder, and both of them are on the max settings here when it comes to the graphics. I did check that, so very nice load there. We'll give it to the G2. We can have a quick look as well at the web browsing here. So let's just have a look. So yeah, we're just checking that we are up to date, because we don't want to be unfair here with the little G2, make it out of date. So let's get them both on Chrome here. Yes, they do have the internal browsers, I guess, but I don't really use that much, to be honest. So let's see how they compare when it comes to just open up some apps. Both of them are on 5G. And we're going to go to Verge. I think I just prefer the display on the G2, to be honest, when it comes to the colour profile, because it just looks so cold on the V10. But I'm guessing the V10 has like much better outdoor viewability in general. But you can see the in terms of the loading here, the G2 is not really that far behind. You can see both are very nice and quick here. But I think the V10 is slightly ahead. Nevertheless, I think we're both on the 5G, which is nice. So probably going to give this to the V10. You know, it's proved its expensive price tag here, I think, when it comes to the whoa, wait, we do have a that was a quick load on the G2 when it comes to the news, which is nice. But I think in general, really, you know, there is an improvement here on the V10 when it comes to the web browsing, but not a huge improvement, which is good. And also a little bit of multitasking here, comparison. See how they handle this. So a little bit of reloading here on the G2, maybe because of the older Android version, maybe. I wonder if the G2 is going to get Android Marshmallow. I don't know if LG has committed to that, and it definitely should do. You can see it's doing quite well now. So very little difference here after a few initial stumbles. A little bit quicker on the camera. What about the game? Both of them kept it in memory, which is very nice. Maybe the V10 did go into it a little bit quicker, but generally, you know, very nice performance here from this 2-year-old device. I'm sure you could get this for a fifth of the price of the V10 if you know, wanted something nice and affordable here. I did want to also round the video off with a quick little test of the Wi-Fi here, so I'm just going to install that quite quick. I wonder if there's any ROMs for the G2 when it comes to Marshmallow. I'll have to check that out, I think. See if we can get one on. So you can see we do have the server info there, and we can just quickly do this test. So pitiful score here on the V10, should be up to 200. And the G2, what can it give us? Go on G2, we have faith in you. A little bit more, come on. No, So only just a bit less than the ping's good though. You know, 10 versus 11 here, and the upload slightly less than the V10. But you know, this is 5 times the price, and I'd expect a little bit more performance here. If you ask me, I don't think the Wi-Fi is that good on this. But yeah, you know, G2 here proving once again, still very competent in 2015. But I think that the V10 with its newer components probably a little bit more powerful. But then is it like 5 times more powerful? I don't think so, to be honest. You know, personally I think they could have gone with the Snapdragon 810 in the V10. But you know, maybe LG was having like fears of that. But yeah, as I said, I'd probably look for some nice ROMs for the G2 to see how the performance is with Marshmallow. Hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, don't forget to leave a like, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.